Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today, we're going to be finishing up some stuff. We got an incoming Guild Wars too. So we'll be going over spoilers, like finishing up the events, like raids and world event and all that good stuff. So, hey, what up Goody Two Shoes? Gonna be finishing up a world event, raid, or invasion. Why'd I put raids? Man, I'm going to have to change that. I always get those two mixed up. I'm gonna change that right now. Stupid dummy. I gotta change that real quick. My bad. Invasion. Invasion. Doot, 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 doot. And save. Alright, we gotta do all the clicky clacks, so go ahead about 5 minutes if you're watching after the fact. Wanna get that subscriber only mode. Want to get to the live chat. Just had to change the title. Got to do a thumbnail and stuff like that. So, yeah. Let's do the subscriber only thing first. That way we don't get any nudie bots with their pants down. I don't know what they're doing. What are they doing? Just flopping around, helicoptering. Let's see. Got that. Thank you for hitting like right away. Appreciate that. That's what I do on people that I like their channel. I hit like right away. Like, why wait? You know you're gonna like it. All right. So duration 1 minute. You just have to be a subscriber for 1 minute, and you can chat. Got to exercise that patience. Remember, exercise your patience muscle. What else? Details. What was I gonna do? I was gonna change the thumbnail to the big old Pinocchio nose troop. Tee-hee. Tee-hee. What up, Big Bud, Trey Boba, Hiram Hawk, Funky Town, Texas, Rain Man, how's it going? Let me change this thumbnail. My laptop was acting up, so I didn't mean to, I said I was going to start by 10, and then I was like, maybe I'll start a couple minutes early. And then, of course, my laptop froze up, and I had to restart it and everything, and, delete history and all that stuff. So it's still being a little bit slow here. So bear with me, please. I'm trying to change the thumbnail to the big old Pinocchio troop, the big old Pinocchio nose troop. And I can't because it's just loading with the circle. Well, let's get in some battles or something. But yeah, in this one we're going to do raid event, world event, maybe talk about the spoilers a little bit, talk about the title of the video, and what else? You know, maybe vault keys or something, crowns, stuff like that. Legends Reborn, I hope it doesn't freeze. If the freaking live stream freezes, because I have frozen. I have frozen since I started to do that because I got to get it done by today, Legends Reborn, and I still have 2 whole sections to do, so it's going to be... I don't want to do it during this live stream because I'm afraid it's going to freeze, but I have frozen once in the Delves during a level 500... I was trying to do City of Thieves Pure Faction. Me and Beg for Mercy were talking on Discord, and he asked me what I would use for City of Thieves Pure Faction. So I was trying it out for him to see what I could come up with, because I haven't got it done yet. And it froze. After the first battle, it froze. And that was I didn't do Legends Reborn at all this entire week. Until, after the live stream Wednesday, because I didn't want it to freeze on live stream. So I've been avoiding it. The one where you do the quest line for the little bark, I think it's the bark pet. We can go look at it. Let's see here. Too much floppy helicopters. Nah, I promise you. I promise you, no. If I'm going to do that, I'm going to do it on my phone. I would never do it on my laptop. I'm not, I've been there, done that. Actually, it was a roommate of mine. I know this is what everybody would say, of course. But, I had a roommate back in the day. And, you know, I had a house and everything, and I rented it to him, and, he was my roommate. And, he's my... I don't know. Anyway, he's my brother-in-law pretty much. But anyway, he would look up the craziest stuff on the shared computer, and we got the worst viruses and stuff. He destroyed my computer, so that didn't last very long. He was my roommate for about 3 months because he started not paying rent and then destroyed my computer by looking up weird stuff. And I saw the search history. It was very weird. Let's go to Legends Reborn here. Where's it at? Games. And, so yeah, my recommendation for this was just to wait. just because of the freezing. I mean, I know it's not a big deal. You just restart your game and whatnot. But if you want to avoid it altogether, you would just not do this until the last minute. If you know you're going to finish it up, then just wait to the last minute. It's too late now for this advice, but I gave this advice like a week ago. Before, like right when it started on the forums with saying it was freezing and everything. That was my strategy. I was fine. I could do these over here. What are the show rewards? Come on. I was able to do these over here right away, so that was no big deal. I got 2 fully ascended pets right away as soon as I collected 300 green herbs. And I'll catch up in the chat too, y'all. Just give me a sec. I'm trying to get this stupid computer to work. There we go. I got the big old Pinocchio nose bounty troop there as our thumbnail. Kind of goes along with the title, which isn't a lie. Let's just go over it now. I will do a face reveal. If you see the title there, at the very end it says at 10K subs. So once we get to 10,000 subscribers, I promise I'll do a on-camera face reveal type of live stream. I'm announcing it now. If we get to 10K subscribers one day, I will definitely do a face cam reveal, whatever it's called, live stream. I promise. Also, if you can't beat them, join them. And, by the way, it's a Pinocchio Troop week. So, I think all 3 of those things, just for this one time, to do that. It's just funny for fun. Just a joke, kind of. I'll put it in the pinned comment, or I'll pin a comment and stuff, and I'll make sure. Alright, anyway. Let's see here. I need to jump into the chat, catch up with y'all. But yeah, what I was saying here is I waited on this because I didn't want to freeze at all, especially since I do live streams and stuff. I don't want to be freezing in the game because it takes down the entire live stream. Now, if that happens during this live stream before we get to like 1 hour or something, we can just like chat or something, go over the spoilers while it's frozen, I guess. We'll just make the best out of it. We'll make lemonade out of lemons or something. I'll try not to freak out. Trying to get to my own channel now. I'm taking forever with this. But yeah, that was my strategy. So I got 3 sets down, and as soon as I did the first set and collected that pet, it started freezing. And I'm going to have to do these last 2 sets today. It hasn't frozen at all like in this, but it was freezing. It froze on me in a delve while I was doing a level 500. And it wasn't very consequential. I restarted my game. It didn't like lose me a sigil or anything. I just went right back into battle. Like, people have been saying it's not that big of a deal, but for a live stream, for it to freeze during a live stream on a PS4 live stream, it takes your whole stream down. So that was my concern, and my workaround was to do this as late as possible. But you only have 16 hours and 45 minutes left, so at reset Monday, it's done for. You need to get all these pets here. The Enariel's Wisdom by the end of today. So I got to do 50 freaking hard battles today. That's gonna be fun. I might have to do it on this live stream towards the end. But yeah, let's go over the maybe the world event first, since it's the oldest. Got Magic Mirror. Let me get in this chat now. I'm about to catch up right now. No cap. Alright. Let's get out of that. Let's get out of that. We did really good Friday, y'all. Appreciate that. That video Friday is killing it. And I asked for my Discord people to get in there and do their thing, and most of y'all got in there and did your thing, and I really appreciate it. Helps a lot, man. Like, it's a team effort here, you know? I can put out the videos, I can make the best thumbnail, the best title ever, but I need your guys' help as well to, like, come in there, watch the short 6-minute video, leave a like, leave a comment. Like, you guys are half of the freaking equation. Like, I gotta have y'all in there like early and often, hitting that like, doing the comments, watching the whole video. It really, really helps, and I can't do it without y'all. I can't find my own live stream. This is cool. Where are you at? Oh, there we are. Well, there we are. Very shortly gonna catch up in the chat. I'm so sorry. Rain Man, Goody Two Shoes, Markio, Trey. I see y'all. Alright, the Great Worm. I'm going with Willow still. I'd rather sometimes 2-shot than always 4-shot. So, if you want to talk about a Pinocchio or a liar, you know, 1 shot, it's not 1 shot. It's 4-shot. Alright, I'm done with that talk. So, We're gonna go on with the game. Happy, positive vibes. Let's go. Oh, yes, I need to equip a medal. And arcane medal, and I don't have any badges. So I'll do I guess I'll do the Anu. Alright, let's see what's up with this. Hey, Chad, appreciate it, bro. Markio, thank you so much, man. Appreciate it, y'all. You all keep me going. I could literally name like 100 or less people that keep me going here. It's kind of crazy because you have over 6,000 subscribers, right? So I have like reach if I need it, but like the people that literally keep it going is like 1% of that. It's crazy. It's really crazy. It's 1% of that. All right, got that. Finger the thumb, everybody. Let me put it in live chat here. Yes, I'm still doing that kind of stuff. All right, and I'm going to go back all the way to the beginning. See what y'all are talking about. All right, so Goody Two Shoes, Hiram Hawk, Trey Bobuff, Big Bud says top of the morning to ya. Funky Town says finger the thumb. Rain Man, morning Cinny, morning world. Goody says, well, I had to be the first to say hi, then I go and like. Thanks a lot, man. Rain Man says helicopter. Sebastian Brazy. What up, man? Markio says, I do like your channel. Oh, is that a lie? That's funny. Is that your Pinocchio? Goody Two Shoes says, too much floppy helicopter content on that search history. Yep. Just on the phone, bro. Just on the phone. Rain Man, buddy. We switch. Unicorns appreciate you. Mount up. Appreciate that, man. Hey, in that video yesterday, Switch did have a new kingdom and a new class. You know what I mean? If you can't beat them, join them, guys. If you can't beat them, join them. Tourmaline's a top 5. Didn't I say I would stop doing that? Stop it. All right, 3 up here. Let's go. Now, this is a very hard battle, so don't judge the team based on this one. But it's going to 3-shot here instead of 4-shot. I just can't stop, can I? What is my problem? All right. Somebody ask easy questions. No, I'm just kidding. I'm good. Bang, 3-shot. Oh, let's see here. Hey, Trey Bobuff with the 4. He's the conductor of the train today. Got those cobwebs. You know, you get the broom out. You see a cobweb, you get the broom out. You got to knock down the cobweb. The spider, like, grabs the broom, and then it crawls up the handle and bites you on the hand. Trey got the freaking broom out, baby. Thank you. Thank you, Trey. You're the conductor of the train, buddy. My buddy. Don't you hate when people call you buddy? I hate that. Sorry, man. Goody said, it makes you feel like you're younger and like you're getting little buddied. Every time somebody calls me buddy, I always hear like little buddy. You know what I mean? Like somebody's little buddying me. Does anybody? I know I've said that before. It's just a pet peeve of mine. When somebody, especially somebody older than you, calls you buddy, you're not a buddy after you're like 18. You know what I'm saying? If you're older than 18 and a guy older than you calls you a buddy, take it as like, I don't know. I take it as like you're little broing me. Okay, so did we get any more rewards there? We got a token. I kind of want to... I'm just showing the team. We're already done with all rewards. In case anybody needs to get it done today. Okay, so we'll just show the battle. We'll like do 2 more or something. Anthony's here. Bro, you changed your avatar and everything, man. I haven't seen you in a while. What's up, dude? Go Trey, poo-poo train. What up, Winnie? Goody says, you sure he didn't just download LimeWire? Scarfade's here. What up, man? Chad, a.k.a. Clip Bomb, Morning Cinny and Sinners, at work and lurking. Dang, you're at work on a Sunday? You're dedicated, man. Chad, man, I couldn't say enough nice things about Chad. IRL, he would be like a good friend. I can just tell. That guy, he'd probably be a good coworker, a good friend. He's just a quality person, man. I can just tell. Good old Chad. Rainman says, we are excited. We are extra excited for Nexus and Elementalist this week, plus all the other new content. Yeah, you got a new kingdom, a new class. Elementalist is like a freaking S tier. Look out for that Osha's Tome, I would say. I forget how it came into the game, because it's been a minute. But I also linked that video at the end of the spoiler video, if you need it, man. It was like the Monday where we got the Nexus. That's the video that I linked. So you might want to look at the date and then go to the next video after that, because I might have it a little more refined. Because the Nexus was like the first new kingdom that came in that had like a kingdom pass and all that crap. So it was like a first for me as well. So the video that I linked at the end of the spoiler videos for the Switch people, you know, it's me seeing this crap for the first time, really. So take it with a grain of salt. You might want to go check out some other videos from that week and give you a little more information. I like this new snake. He's pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Goody says, P-Bomb, how you been? Markio says, hit the like as you join the chat, y'all. Yes, for sure. Markio Simo with the 2. Love you long time. So Chad is the co-pilot. He's got the whistle. He's the last line of defense. He's the eyes. Markio, you are the big bicep bodyguard with tattoos on your face that knows Steven Seagal karate. You're outside of the train car, the engine car. You're the real last line of defense. You're like the freaking, that's your job. You're the bodyguard. All right, one more battle here. Scarfate says, you keep killing it. That's why we keep coming for more. Hey, appreciate it, man. Goody Tushu says, well, Sinny, I've been absent for far too long, so I got to tell you to boost the algorithm. For sure. Gems of War, #. Gems of War, best. Gems of War, super fast. Gems of War, top 5, everything. Gems of War, forum, Gems of War, beginner, Gems of War, new player, Gems of War, how to get this and that. Gems of War tier list. It's so corny being I'm corny. You know what I mean? Like, I have to be corny. Like, I just have to be. It's crazy. You just have to be. You have to be corny. You have to almost lie. It's not my thing. It's kind of like being at a job at a guy's factory, you know? You gotta be, like, corny. You gotta lie. You gotta act like you like stuff you don't really like. You gotta act like you like people you don't... You know what I mean? Not like that. Not that part, but you know what I'm saying. Sucks how you gotta be in this world to get ahead. And that's totally not me. I'm like a super loyal, super actually honest person. Like, it sucks how you have to be in this world to get ahead. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so we got all rewards. There's literally no reason for me to continue. You know, I showed the team that I'm using deep, and I think it's the best team you could do. So let's go do Invasion now. We're probably done with this too. Oh, we're not. So we can help towards that. All right, I'm going Black Bjorn, Erskine Cleava. Explode brown gems, grant a random status effect to all Urska allies, then summon an Urska troop. I made myself Archer. I could have made myself a Sentinel to get that positive status effect or whatever. But I like the Green Storm with the 50% start. So I'm going with Archer. And then I went with the Maze Banner. Double green, double red, minus purple. Because anytime you have green and red and you don't have purple, you almost have to use... It's like using Elementalist in Guild Wars. You almost have to use that Maze Banner anytime you can. I still think it's a oopsie that they didn't mean to do, because they haven't done any other +2, +2, -1s in the last, like, whole year. So, they claim that it wasn't an oopsie, but the proof is in the pudding, man. Where's the next +2, +2, -1? You know what I'm saying? It's nowhere. So they're just some liars, too. Everybody's liars. Let's see. So we just need to kill towers now. Pretty simple. Get this, bang. And we got this right here. And let's see here. Let's grab this. Everybody's getting up next turn, so I'm going to grab me some red. Yeehaw. Let's take these skulls here, because it does double damage. Let's do the one-shotting. Buddy is an American thing, is it? But good to see you, Goody Man. Michael Miani. If you haven't tried it yet, I totally suggest. Sweet, Michael. Degen says, I ended up using Zul'Goth team, but had to put Leprechaun in 3rd slot and Zul in last as other troops die, but did it all 5 stories. Are you talking about Legends Reborn? I had to do that too, man. Degen says, also reached 4,000 diamonds this week, so ready for Ironhawk to complete that team. Nice, man. Travis is here. What up? Anthony says, I feel that Gems of War could do with a massive Candy Crush style ad campaign. Let it have a resurgence. They need a new game mode that's completely different than everything, but not treasure hunt. They need a new game mode where it doesn't just mix and match certain things from other game modes. And it's like every game mode is pretty much the same thing. Just they take a little bit from this and they take a little bit from that and they combine them together and they make journeys. You know what I mean? The only, like, the best thing they've put in the last, like, the best update ever, I think, was, like, Delves. Because that was almost a completely new game mode. It's not exactly that, but it was the closest as we've gotten in a long time. We need a completely new game mode that doesn't, like, just take 50% from this and 50% from that and, like, mix it together and add a new style of troop that gives you extra points if you use it or whatever, like, or go get this item and this item. And we need something new that's just, like, a completely new game mode. You know, think about, like, Arena and Delves. Those are, like, completely different things, pretty much. I want something else outside of those two that are like, is something totally new and different that's not just mixing and matching, like Taco Bell. You know what I mean? This game is freaking Taco Bell with their events. You got beef, you got cheese, you got lettuce, you got a tortilla, or you got, you know, and then this is beef and cheese, and over here this is beef and lettuce, and over here this has this sauce on it, but it's also beef and cheese. Over here this is it's a pizza, haha. Over here this is a taco salad. Right? But it's all the same crap. Same crap, different bun. They need to get out of that. Like, open up the breakfast menu or something. Come on. Do breakfast. That's the way to get it. Still the same crap, except for now you got eggs and bacon and all that. We need some eggs and bacon with this game. We need a breakfast menu. Let's see. We need brown, green, red. Sucks that our... It's going to get up either way. This is going to be a waste. I'm taking this red here, and we don't need it. So I'm trying to find something else that might do something. There really isn't, so let's not waste time. We just got hit with skulls, but it's okay. Let's do the cleaver. Let me do the pinned comment so nobody gets super disappointed. Base. Announcement. Face reveal when we hit 10K subs. Yeah. I mean, and we get like 100 a month, so you could figure out how long that's gonna be. So yeah, if I'm still doing this 3 years from now, we will do it. I promise. Alright, Big Bjorn. Let's go Big Bjorn. One shot, one shot, one shot. And we just need to get one more thing. Bang. Alright, did I pin that? Yep. Did I spell announcement right? Legends Reborn, yeah, I feel ya. Degen, I had to do the Zul'Goth team as well. My advice before I even tried Legends Reborn, because somebody asked me to do it, I should have did it teams. Beg for Mercy has some good ideas. Like, sometimes I complain that nobody's given me any ideas. Not that you should or whatever, not that you have to, but I do get some ideas here and there. It's just like, he said to do a video on like teams I would use in the Legends Reborn, but like it was impossible for me because I was not doing Legends Reborn on purpose to make sure my game didn't freeze during live stream, so I just couldn't do that. It was a good idea, I just couldn't do it. And if I do it today, it's the last freaking day, and that's like doing a class event team video at like 8 o'clock on a Thursday. It's just not a good idea right now. It was a good idea on, you know, when it came out. Funky Town says, should I get Mistralis? If you have most of the top 10s, I would say yes. She's a borderline top 10. You could definitely argue that she is a top 10. So if you want it, man, I would get it. Because, like I said, you can make an argument that she's borderline top 10. So, you know, if you're like, hey, I got Mistralis, and then somebody's like, but you don't have High King Iron Gut, and you don't have 2 Ironhawks, and you don't have Arachnean Weaver, and you don't have whatever, you don't have Wild Queen, and you can just say, well, you know, it's Mistralis, she's like a borderline top 10, it just is what it is, I like her, she enchants on 4 or 5 gym match, she's good with Sycorax, the Psycho Missy team. You could definitely make an argument that it's not a bad idea. And I like her. I like the Psycho Missy. If I needed her right now and I was missing like 1 or 2 top 10s, I'd probably go ahead and craft it. Alright, let's do a Big Bjorn here. We'll get that Raven Tower so we can secure those sigils. Let's do the Cleaver. Hopefully that gets up some bears. There we go. I should have made the title Bear Naked. Bear Naked. Because we're using just bears. Travis. JM Ricks. I think I gave you double shoutouts, JM Ricks, but it's all good, you know? You can't have too many shoutouts. I wasn't sure, so just on the side of caution, I gave you another one in the spoiler video. Because I had to do Fear Diabolus anyway. Goody says, I'm not your friend, buddy. I'm not your buddy, guy. I'm not your guy, friend. Markio says, agree with you, the philosophical pondering, Senny. How you have to be to get along, never compromise, and always be yourself. Man, I'm trying, dude, but after 5 years, it's over 5 years now. It's just like, I almost want to be like, if you can't beat them, join them. Almost. I'm not going to do that, but maybe a little bit here and there. Because that's what's that's what works, man. You got to get on your knees. You got to lie. Got to steal stuff. You know, steal ideas, steal the toilet paper. Hey, you need toilet paper, man. They got like 50 rolls. Just kidding, would never do that. I'm sure people do, though. That's all I'm saying. Act like you like something. Teslas are the best, because the boss man has one. I can't wait. I'm saving up, boss man. If you ever give me a raise, I'm going to save up for a Tesla, just like you. Then we can go to those Tesla Club shows together. I'll even clean your Tesla for you, boss man. Just let me do it on my lunch break. I'll go out there and I'll rub it down for you. Stroke it real clean. Boss man, just give me the, you know, give me the rags, the soap. I'll go out there and clean it up real nice for you, boss man. I'll rub it real good until it's clean. Alrighty. Let's kill some towers, man. Getting these useless green herbs that we don't need anymore. It's okay, though. Who cares? And we win. Big Bjorn for the win. Yeah, you should get Mistralis, Funky Town. I would say so. Funky Town, Texas says, try putting the actual event title in your title. Yeah, there you go. I do that, though. It's on, you see the Teams Tuesday video? It has it in there. And the World Event Scoring video has it in there. This is Sunday, so, you know, it's a live stream. So it's a little bit different. I've already done that. I mean, I could put out like 3 videos a week with the same title in it if you want me to. But I already did that. It's not like I didn't do that. I did that on Tuesday. Magic Mirror. I did that. Depths of Sin or whatever. It's in the title. The raid event. What's the raid event called? It's called the raid event. What should I do there? Not sure what you mean, but it's good advice. But it's advice of, you know, that I already do. Appreciate it though. Anthony says, so TOD must be the McDonald's ice cream machine. It's rarely available. When it's there, nothing new. I still need 2 Doom Troops, red and brown. Hey, that's a good one. Yeah, I like Tower of Doom too, Anthony. And it's the McDonald's ice cream machine. It's always down. Whenever you go and order an ice cream at McDonald's, they're always like, the machine's broken. It's whenever they don't want to do it. I know from insider information. When is it ever actually broken? I think when if it's actually, like, if it's broken, quote unquote, I think it just means it's dirty and they haven't cleaned it. Just think of it that way. You don't really want to shake because they didn't clean it yesterday. I think that's what they actually mean when they say it's broken. A lot of the times it's not broken. They just didn't want to clean it. And by, you know, McDonald's, dude, like, there's 16-year-olds working there, 17-year-olds. They're working at McDonald's. Like, do they really give a F about giving you some ice cream? I saw this video the other day. This dude went to McDonald's, and he had a warrant for his arrest, and he called the cops because the McDonald's guy wouldn't make him fresh fries. What an idiot. He got his food, right? And it was, like, lukewarm, he said. He even said it himself. They weren't even cold. The fries were lukewarm. The manager of the McDonald's, the owner of the McDonald's, said he would give him a refund, you know, but he wasn't going to remake it because they were warm. There's nothing wrong with it. But then the manager, like, touched the fries to see if they were warm, so that's kind of gross. That's the only thing I see that he did wrong, the manager guy. He's like, they're warm, you know. I'll give you a refund, but I'm not going to remake your food. And the guy got belligerent or something, like threw his drink at the manager, like pushed the food at him and demanded him to make him new food. And like he was saying like he didn't own the place and stuff, and the guy really did own it for like 10 years. So they both call the cops, right? And they both call the cops. What an idiot. He's got like a ankle monitor on. He's like he has a warrant for a homicide. And he freaking calls the cops on the McDonald's manager because his fries were lukewarm. That dude deserves to be in jail. What a dummy. and the whole time, like, at first, the cops are like, they don't know that he has a warrant, right? So they're just, like, going through the motions, like, filing a complaint, and then, like, they're going to trespass, the manager's going to trespass him so he can't come back to the McDonald's because he was cussing them out and throwing drinks at him and stuff, and he don't want him to ever come back. So they go to the car, they get the form that they have to give to the guy because now he's trespassed and he can't come back to that McDonald's. So then I guess in between the time where they were going to get the form and, like, talking to the manager, they go get the form. They find out that he has a warrant while they're getting the form to give to him. And so that when they go back over to him to give him the form, they're like, you know, you got to sign this form, come over here. He's like, why? And they're like, you know, come on over here and sign this form. He's like, nah, just give it here, you know, and he, like, reaches over the car. They're like, you know, come on over here, buddy, you know, sign this form. And he's like, am I under arrest? And they're like, no, come on, come sign this form. It's fine, you got to sign it, you know, it's a form. And he's like, am I under arrest? And they're like, yeah, and then they run after him. He takes off running, the cop falls, it was so funny. He falls on his face, you can see, because it's, like, from the body cam. Cop, like, falls right, he does a face plant. The guy takes off, the cop takes off after him. I guess he trips over one of those, like, parking lot little, you know, the little rock, whatever it's called, the thing where the parking spaces. He trips over one of those and, like, face plants, but he gets, like, right up like a champ and starts running. There's other ones there chasing the guy, so they get him, like, real quick too. They just shoot him with the taser and he goes down, just like the cop went down. It's kind of funny though. Why would you call the police if you have a warrant? What an idiot. I just thought it was funny. talking about owners and managers and washing their Tesla and stuff. It's kind of topical. One thing leads to the next in my brain. And you mentioned McDonald's. Markio says Mistralis is a good mythic, but she's outside the top 10. Make sure you have the top 10 first. Exactly. That'd be a perfect advice right there, I would say. And that's what if you're missing like 1 or 2 top 10s, then it's like borderline, and I wouldn't blame you. If you're missing like 5 or 6 of the top 10s, then don't do it. If you're missing all of the top 10s, then it's like no question, definitely don't do it. I mean, if Mistralis was your very first mythic, I almost give people a pass on their very first mythic. You've been saving up these diamonds. You don't have any mythics. And you did what you followed the advice. You were patient. You saved up 4,000 diamonds to get your very first mythic. I almost give people a pass on their very first one. If you see something that you like and it's in like the top 20, just go for it, man. It's your reward for being patient and doing the right thing. Plus, your first mythic when you're like level whatever. Like I got my first mythic at level 35 or 40. If you save up enough diamonds and you're able to purchase a mythic at like level 100 or 200 or 300, it wouldn't be too bad to get like Mistralis or Flaming Oni or like Infernus or, like it wouldn't be terrible. You can definitely make a team and your account would be better and reward yourself for being patient like that. But then going forward after that, definitely only get the top 10. That's kind of my little thing, like your very first mythic that you craft in the Soul Forge. I give you a pass. You can go ahead and do like a top 20. Because I know how hard you've been saving and trying. Yeah. You don't want to like wait. What if the top 10 doesn't come around for another 5 months and you're like level 200 and you just got these 4,000 diamonds and then you see like a top 15. I wouldn't blame you. I almost give a pass for that. But Markio is right. I wouldn't call her a top 10. I do like her a lot. It's just like Sycorax. I like Sycorax a lot, but I don't call it a top 10. Funky Town says, that's just Mexican food. Markio says, LOL, okay, borderline top 10. I see your face already, Cinny. Yeah, I know. It's right there, bro. It's on the avatar. I like Mistral. I'm honestly, I think it's borderline top 10. Enchant on 4 or 5 gym match. An extra turn on a mythic. There's only like 1 other mythic that has an extra turn. Or 2. So it's like 1 of 3 mythics that has an extra turn, right? It enchants on 4 or 5 gym match. It does damage to multiple enemies. It jumbles the board after doing an extra turn. And if you pair it with like Sycorax or something, you can get free damage. Loop and loop and loop and loop and loop, cast Mistralis. Loop and loop and loop and loop and loop, cast Mistralis. Loop and loop and loop and loop and loop, cast Mistralis. So I do honestly think it's a borderline top 10. I think it's in the top 15 or so. Which would be borderline top 10 in my opinion. About top 15. Maybe it's 15. Is that crazy? Call Mistralis the 15th best mythic? I don't think that's super crazy. So yeah, that's not no cap. That's my honest opinion. This isn't like the lying live stream. This is like one borderline title. And then yesterday was kind of, but that was the truth. So, we ain't gonna keep doing that. I'm just, can't beat them, join them type of stuff. The casuals that aren't you guys seem to love it. They love the big cap baity stuff. Let's see here. Okay, so Funky Town already has the top 10, so for sure. I would definitely recommend Mistralis there. Markio says you will always be a rebel, Cindy, until 505 Games gives you a dev job. Yeah. They would never do that, because I always call them out and stuff like that. You know what I mean? They deserve it, though. I honestly feel like somebody should be fired at that, out of those devs. They need to pick the worst one and just fire them just to make a statement. Because there's a bug literally every time they do anything. Anytime, and people will come to their defense all the time. What's going on? Why are you coming to their defense? Do you not see this? A bug every time they do anything? It's like crazy. It used to be better. It used to be better. Now it's just terrible. Like every single time. It's not like, oh my gosh, I'm going to quit this game because there's so many bugs. Not yet. It's not like always crazy bugs, but every single time they do anything, there's a bug. Legends Reborn, a bug, right? That's just the most recent thing. There's always bugs. There was graphical bugs with, what's it called? The new Kingdom. The Crown bug, where you could only get 9 on the weekend where there was the Vault event. Those are just the 3 most recent bugs from the last 2 weeks. There's been plenty. There was Weaver Gate. There's been all kinds. I don't want to try to name them all because we'll be here all day and I can't think of them all. But there's bugs every single time. You could just keep naming them in the chat if you want to, because there's been plenty. What was the other one? They gave us some gems for something. They gave us some gems for something else recently too. I can't remember. There's a freezing, there's the crowns. There's some other stuff too, though. It's always really funny too. It's like you can count on it. Don't touch my Tesla. Rain Man says that was a wild news event. Anthony says I crafted her, but that is because I was sitting on 24k diamonds and I only needed 20 mythics to have every troop. Nice. Markiplier says, LOL, what an idiot. He deserved to get food poisoning and then sent to prison. Yeah. Anthony says the Palooza bugged Thursday. There was no QC that day. Oh, yeah, that was cool, right? That was cool. I remember that. All right, let's finish this thing off. We got 2 more sigils here. 2 more sigils. Special shout out to Trey, the conductor, Chad, the co-pilot, and Markio, the big bicep bodyguard with tattoos on his face. Let's kill the Raven Tower first. You want to get those sigils secured. Then we take skulls to get this kill here. Double damage, right? Lots of 5 times skull damage. Not just double. It's like way 5 times. 5 time, 5 time, 5 time. Do a spin-a-rooney. Do a spin-a-rooney. King Booka. There we go. So what's going on next week? We got Switch with a bunch of new stuff. Very busy week. And then PC, mobile, Xbox, PlayStation, we're having Hellcrag again. That means Geomancer class event again. That means Obsidian Depths again. So, but it's okay. We got Guild Wars too. I would just concentrate on that. Guild Wars next week. I think I'm in 2nd place in Mana Bombers. And Pinocchio is not in front of me. It's probably Twisted. Twisted's a beast. Probably Twisted. But yeah, I think I'm in 2nd place and we're in bracket like 2 or 3. Which is really cool. I almost hope we're in 3, because, I don't know. 2 and 1 are like super hard. Sometimes I'm not like up for a super hard Guild Wars. Sometimes I am. Sometimes I'm not. I guess I was last time since I got 2nd place. But sometimes I'm not feeling it, right? And that's when the score goes down a little bit. I don't feel like taking 5 minutes on every single move. Am I a wrestling fan? I definitely used to be. We know D-Gen is. D-Generation. Let's see. What do we need? Red. I definitely used to be. I'm not right now, but I go off and on. I wouldn't rule it out. It's kind of like baseball for me. Yeah. Some years I'll watch every single game of my team, the Reds. I haven't done that in many, many years, but it goes off and on. It's just like wrestling. Sometimes I'll watch every single Monday. Sometimes I won't watch anything at all. Depends how they're doing, and like, you know how it's been the last few years. It's been crappy. So I haven't been watching it. Sometimes I'll switch to a different, like, underground or, yeah. I don't always, like, totally go away from it. Like, I used to watch ECW instead of the other ones, even though that was a terrible time to not be watching the other ones. So I did watch the other ones, too. I used to watch TNA just to be a rebel. It's kind of like the Pinocchio thing. You found something new like TNA. So you go watch it even though it's inferior, but you think you found something new and you're smart, even though there's thousands of people and you're not there by yourself, so you're not the only one. So that's kind of like a contradiction there. You think you found the new hot thing, TNA, but there's thousands of people there, so you're not the only one. So it's not a new hot thing. It's not some underground thing that you're so smart that you found it, because there's thousands of other people there already. Let's see. Nope. And even ROH for a while. I got into it at the wrong time, though, I think, ROH. It was like right after CM Punk left. And like right when Kevin Steen and all them were leaving and stuff. It was like Tyler Black or something. I don't know. And I wasn't like super into it. I just bought a couple DVDs or something. Yeah, I've watched plenty of wrestling over the years. Just nothing in like the last 5 or so. Alright, so we got the invasion all the way done. We did all the sigils. Magic Mirror, we had, the guild is done with it, so I don't need to continue there. Let's see where I'm at on crowns and how much time we got left on crowns. I know I did not do 10 a day every day. I did it first, and then there was the bug, and that kind of like made me not want to do it going forward. So even though they gave us the 100 gems, I'd rather pocket those gems and then just make myself even and then do like 5 a day after that. Yeah. I'm not going to get 10 a day. There's no reason as a free-to-play person to get down to the bottom as soon as possible. If you're paying for the pass, there's a reason to get down to the bottom as soon as possible. If you're totally free to play, there's no reason to hurry down to the bottom. I got 7 days left. I could potentially get 70 more crowns, right? I need 10, 20, 30, 5. So I can do 5 crowns a day, nice and chill, if I want to. So that's what I'm doing because I'm free to play and I don't have to worry about, like, anything after this ring here. It's just, that's as far as I have to go and I'm done. So I can either just get it done and be done with it, or I can just do 5 a day and not worry about it. Or I can just, like, whatever happens, happens per day, and I'll get there for sure either way. If I get 7 one day, and then 6 the next day, and then 4 the next day, and then 5 the next day, like, it'll be fine. I'll still get there. I got 7, almost 8 days, really. So I'm not, like, super worried about that. I think I was just using my World Event medals in the raid. I could have done even better there. What else is going on? Did I do all my... I think I did all my PvP. I do need to play this game a little bit later, so we don't have to do, like, Adventure Board and Dungeon. I guess I'll do the Legends Reborn. We can do that. Where's this at? I never can find it. It's, right here. Am I missing that last one? Looks like I don't have the check marks. I might go finish that up, get that last one. I think I already got it, though. Sometimes it doesn't show that check mark. Just because you like, lost a couple battles and you went under, Because you do PvP till you get to tier 1, so sometimes you're like 1 point over, but it still gives you the reward. And then like you'll lose a few battles and you'll go under, but it doesn't matter at all. I think some people think that's why they need a good PvP defense team. Because when you lose, you like lose your tier, your rank or whatever, your tier rank, but once you get the rewards, you get the rewards and then it's done. It doesn't matter. You can go all the way back down to tier 13 or something and it wouldn't matter anything. You still got all your rewards, you're done. So it doesn't matter. Once I get PvP to tier 1, I don't even look at my PvP after that. I'm not like, ooh, darn, I lost 50 battles today. I went down to tier 4. I better get back to tier 1. No. No. Don't do that. Once you get to tier 1, you're done. Don't worry about it. That's why you don't need a good PvP defense team. That's another good reason. There's plenty of reasons, and that's just another one on top of all the rest. Because it doesn't matter if you lose tier after you get to tier 1. All hail King Booka. They could have as many bugs as they want if we get diamonds as a reward instead of gems. I would want gems, man, but I feel you on you wanting diamonds, because I used to need them too. Dejan says, I'm more of a YouTube wrestling fan these days. Watch old segments as they pop up. Same here, exactly, man. Check out Wrestling Bios, Wrestling with Regret. Those are the two I watch. Mr. Tazmaster here. On the other hand, is not wrestling. His name is not wrestling. Dejan's is. Mr. Tazmaster's is not. I asked him, because I used to like Taz. Anthony says I watch AEW now. I think it's better than WWE. I'll have to check it out. I know it's like the thing right now. It's like the TNA. It's the whatever. It's the place that they go when they get fed up with the WWE. CM Punk and Bryan Danielson and all those dudes. They go there when they get fed up. I need to check it out because I don't know. I think I've been listening. I listen to Jim Cornette, and he's always pooping on it. So maybe that's like shading my opinion of it. I need to go just check it out for myself. He's like always crapping all over AEW. I don't think it's deserved, but he's funny. He's a grumpy old man. For some reason, I like listening to grumpy old men. They tell funny stories. Let's rope dart this bottom dude so we can kill him with this. Leveling up my Corsair using one of the best PvP teams in the game. It's nice and loopy. We're just going to get to tier 1 just to double check and make sure. Because I want those glory keys. I want to do another video one day where... You see anybody do that? DJ Ruin is here. What up, man? Hey, Sinny, what's up? I took a few weeks breaks to play other games. I'm back on Gems of War. Yeah, I could think of a couple people out there probably doing that, because I don't see them around too much. Let's go purple and green. Like right now, do we even have a moderator here? Maybe Chad? Chad's just like the super... He's at work right now. Everything I said earlier. Like, if I needed a mod right now, do we have one? I might have to make a new one. If Chad pops up right now... He's a crazy man because he's at work. But, I'm just wondering. Just a temperature check there. Do we even have a mod here right now? Speak up. Or forever hold your peace. So I might have to make me a new one. We'll just add to the Rasta. The Rastafari. Alright, let me catch up here. Dejan says, I've lost interest in gyms a bit recently. Okay, Trey's here. That's cool, man. I forgot. Trey's here. Alright, I've lost interest in gems a bit recently, just doing guild dungeons and adventure board for this week. Legends Reborn, which is now done. Taz equals Tasmanian Devil. Blah, blah, blah. When you like do a... Is that the Taz? He does like a tornado. And he's like, blah, 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 blah. I can't do it. Blah, blah, blah. Somebody else do it. Tier rewards. I might do that mod check here and there on live streams just to make sure we don't need another one. Since Trey's here, we don't. And I think Chad's partially here, so that's enough for now. But hey, keep leaving comments. If you gotta be a member to be a moderator. It's just a requirement of mine. Like I've had people before, like I don't know, they got mad at me, and they you know, stopped being a member and stopped watching and stuff. So I had to take their wrench away, and it was like no hard feelings. I mean, you got mad at me, I didn't get mad at you, but it's just a rule, you know. You got to be a member to be a moderator. So I'd have to pick out of the members, but you know, keep commenting, leaving likes and stuff, and you might be the next moderator. Just adds a cute little wrench to your name. It's just, why not? You just have more stuff. You just look way cooler. You can have the badge and a wrench, you know? Your badge levels up. You can have a cool badge with a wrench. Just makes you look even cooler when you're a mod. I'm going to do that later so you guys don't have to sit through that. I'm going to do this later so you guys don't have to sit through that. As far as crowns go, we just got our PvP done, right? I don't know why I'm so focused on this. Yes, we did. Okay, we're done with that. Let's get out of there. And this, I could do like 3 more crowns. Let's go do like 3 more crowns real quick. I think I need Mista Scales as my trait stone. And we'll just get like 3 crowns, then we'll go do Legends Reborn after that. Let's just do Rowan. Leveling up Corsair. I'm pretty low on gold, like, for Guild Wars coming up next week. You know what I mean? Normally I have around 15 million or at least 14, 15, 16. I've been messing around in the delves a little bit, so I spent some of my gold. You want to, like, if you're ever going to give a bunch of gold to the guild tasks, you want to do it on Guild Wars week, which is next week. And then as far as, like, my usual amount of gold, I'm down a couple million. So that'll be interesting. I'll probably only be able to give, like, 3 million, because I don't want to go under, like, 10. I might need it for new factions or whatever. But yeah, I feel you on that, D-Gen, man. You went super hard, too, man. So that's probably part of it. Maybe you're burnt out. You went really, really hard at that vault event. Those last 2 or 3 vault events, you've been giving me data and spreadsheets and stuff, man. That'll burn you out. So yeah, definitely recommend, like, if you start feeling like you're getting burnt out, just do the bare minimum each day. And even I, lately, because you know I've been a little bit burnt out, mostly on the YouTube side of Gems of War. But just to give myself a break, I've been, like Thursday, I didn't do anything in the game at all. I just didn't. I was like, I am, you know, done with this crap. So I did nothing on the game on Thursday. I don't normally do that. Normally I do at least adventure board and dungeon, and I would probably do the class event and get my 25 gems. But I did nothing. I'm like, I need a break. And then, sorry, I see somebody outside through my blinds. It's kind of weird. Then on Wednesday, same thing. I just, I did the live stream, and that's all I did. Just the live stream, that's it. And then Tuesday, I didn't do the faction. I did the video, that's it. I showed the teams on video, and then I did not continue through it. And 99% of the time, I'm going to all rewards on every Tuesday. It's just been recently, lately, instead of giving myself a break from YouTube, I'm going to continue. And instead, I'm going to give myself a break from Gems of War here and there. Because I'm also doing a new account playthrough, so it's really not a break. I'm just evening things out. You know, I got to play the new account once or twice a week, so I'm going to, like, not play the main account once or twice a week. And it's just going to even out. I'm still playing the exact same amount, but I'm not playing more when I'm already, like, halfway burnt. So I'm, like, just evening things out there by not... I'm not going to do, like, certain things on certain days, probably. Especially if I already have a video or whatever. That was my solution. So the days that I would say that you could actually give yourself a break used to be, like, Monday and Sunday. But recently, for me, it's been, like, Thursday. And then you could also do Sunday. If you really get everything done, you could do Sunday. Like, if you wanted to take one... But you got to do your dungeon, though. You got to log in. If you're going to make Sunday your day off from Gems of War, and you still need, like, a bunch of mythics, and you still need diamonds, you have to get on and do dungeon, and then take your break. You can't do, like, a full break on Sunday. If Sunday's your break day, because you're going to do everything throughout the week and get it all done before Sunday, and then take a break Sunday, make sure you at least log in for 5 seconds and do your dungeon, because that's diamond day. You don't want to miss out. So it'd almost be better to take off, like, Saturday. But sometimes there's sneaky pets on Saturdays that you might miss. You got the weekend event. You can't take a break on Guild Wars weeks. You can't take a break on, like, a new faction week, probably, because there's too much going on. Bounty, you really can't take too much of a break because it's, like, a really long... You got to use 4 bounty troops, and you want to get all rewards because it's, like, really... It's, like, the second best rewards for single-player event, other than Vault event. It's probably the best single-player event rewards that you, like, collect after... Like, the Vault is different. You have to, like, get keys and go open them up. It's not like a traditional event reward thing. So bounty is, like, really good rewards for... But it does take a while because you got to use 4 bounty troops and do a bunch of 20 battles over and over. Usually takes most of the weekend. But my recommendation, maybe Thursday. If you already have the class to 100, or it's like a really crappy class you don't care about, that might be the day, the best day to, like, just not even play the game. But you got to take into consideration if you're lower level, you're level 500 or 1,000 or something, that's not the best time to take a break. Because you're going to want those diamonds. You're going to want those gems on the adventure board or whatever. You're going to want those gems from the class event. It might be a class you need to level up and everything. So be careful taking breaks too early. But if you've been going super hard, you probably deserve it. And Thursday's not a bad day to do that. When it's like a terrible class, or like this upcoming week, it's Guild Wars, so you can't take any breaks. But you know, maybe Monday you could. But you'd have to log in and do your defense, so you have to get on no matter what. So it's like really hard to take a break during a Guild Wars week because you like have to get on every single day. Unless you're going to be that guy that doesn't do Guild Wars daily and you do it all on Sunday or something, which I don't like that, but I get it if you got something going on, I guess. And you like have to do that. I like doing it each day. Rain Man says, gotta get my day started. Have an awesome day, everyone. Alright, dude. We'll see ya, man. Have a great day. Degen says, nice. I remember that cartoon. Same here. DJ says, I only took a break because Ubisoft is closing servers. Trey is here. Freaking beast. DJ says, I want to farm a crazy amount of souls to craft Zathinos for an achievement. Then the advice, DJ, is to go super hard in Vault events. And then do your soul farming team in between. The majority of the soul farming is going to be during a Vault event these days. Like, it used to be, I would make a video, here's the soul farming team, you do it in Explore 1, you use Sacrificial Priest, you use Moon, you put your armor on, that used to be the advice, but these days, the majority of your souls are going to come from vault events. Nomapaloozas, pity keys, opening your vault keys, going super hard during... Like, just ask Degen. He got, like, Dawnbringer off of, like, 1 or 2 vaults. So you could definitely get Zathenos off of 1 vault, probably. That's why, like, I haven't made a gold farming or soul farming video this year yet, because it's like vault event. It's not anything new. It's not anything different. And, like, there's not, like, a team. It's the same old teams. It's the same old way, except for it's less important now. You do the vault instead. So there wasn't much to say other than that. But I might end up doing it anyway. Especially what we've been doing the last 3 or 4 days. I might go ahead and do a freaking soul farming video. Because people love those. Watch it pop up in someone else's feed now. Anthony says, I go crazy on vault events, no stop grinding for 3 days. That's perfect. That also helps you take breaks other times. It's like, if you're at a job and they give you, like, holiday pay and they give you, like, double. If you work on this weekend, on this holiday, if you work Christmas Eve, you work Christmas, and you work the day after Christmas, you get double. You know, you're making 20 bucks an hour, now you get 40 bucks an hour. That's what a vault event is. And then you don't have to work crazy overtime the other weeks, because you went crazy that weekend where you got double pay. That's what a vault event is. It's like a holiday. It's like holiday pay where you work extra because you get double pay. So instead of doing 10 hours of overtime every day and just with your normal pay, you do that Christmas weekend, you get double pay, and now you don't have to do that as much. Same thing with soul farming, gold farming. Just go super hard in the vault events. That's your double pay. That's your holiday pay. And now you don't have to sit there and do the soul farming team. But you could still do it. If you really want to, like, speed it up, you could also do that too in between vault events. Alright, so I got the next reward. I think I'm going to stop there with that. So I got plenty of time. I got actually 6 instead of 5, so even more than I was aiming for. Let's go do this Legends Reborn, because I really need to get this done today. I'm probably not going to read the quest and crap. What happened? Where's my dude? Oh, there's my dude. Alright, anyway. I just skip all this crap. Did I just use the wrong team? Uh-oh. I don't know if I can win this one. Use the wrong team. Let's just try it anyway. This is gonna be ouchie. Degen says, yeah, I probably should chill until the next vault event. Hope I get Ironhawk before then. DJ says, I don't know the best way to get souls because I don't have the troops for soul farming. Do vault event super crazy with your Rowan team. Degen says, also notice most weeks seems to be Hellcrag these days. It's like, I know it's new, but do we need 3 times in about a month? Yeah, that's what they did with the Nexus. I don't like it either. It's because they're slowly rolling out troops, like the Kingdom Pass. You know how I said I have like 8 days left or something? That's because it's the Kingdom Pass. They have to give you so much time to get the crowns. So they're going to keep doing Hellcrag here and there. I don't like it either. I don't like it either, honestly. Because now we got Geomancer again. I'm sure a lot of people got it to 100 during that vault event. And now here it comes again. We got Obsidian Depths again. I got that to Pure Faction on the very first day it came out. So here we go again with that. The event key drop table is just like boring because we've already... The Kingdom Pass, we've already done this before. Like, if you had event keys, you probably already used them. Now we got it again. Like, the event key drop table's boring. The Soulforged weapons are boring. Like, yeah, I hate that, man. I hate that we keep getting Hellcrag weeks. Because of all those reasons. Rowan without guard medals against a team I didn't mean to use it on. Let's see if we can somehow win this battle. We can get our dancing daggers up, maybe. We need blue. Alright, let's just take these skulls because Rowan's probably not going to wipe. Should probably pay attention to that Mirage Queen. I guess we go ahead. Get those Doom Skulls instead. Ooh, they killed my hero. That's cute. They went agile. They're trying to hang in there. But we still won. Definitely not recommended, but I chose the wrong team. Degen says vault event. Yep. Degen says I managed to get Dawnbringer in 2 or 3 vaults, but as Cinny said, I hammered it by playing all day, 10 to 12 hours, and over 3 days takes its toll, but resources are worth it. Degen says I'll probably do bounty this weekend as well. Yeah, then you got Guild Wars all week, man. Most people got to play that every single day. Sucks it's not a good week to take a break, but it seems like you do need to take a little bit of a break after doing that much vault. So maybe like next week on Thursday. You could take a Monday here or there. Sunday as long as you do your diamonds. Your dungeon. DJ says, okay, I'm grinding the campaign rewards because there's an achievement for getting the artifact to level 10. Stephen Kelly. Hey, Cinny, you probably remember me. I had to restart, and Gems of War, any advice? Yeah, man, I'm doing a new account playthrough right now. So you can go watch that. Use it like a podcast, bro, because I know they're super long, but you could literally not watch the screen and just listen to what I'm saying and get the gist. So like on your way to work or while you're at work or while you're playing the game or whatever, just put it on, listen to it like a podcast. It's brand new account right now. It's like level 40. And there's probably like 5, 6, 7 episodes of it already. So you could follow along with that. It depends. Are you like coming back to an account where you are already like level 1000 or you starting all the way over at level 0? It's kind of fun to start over, honestly. I just did this team again. I'm an idiot. I'm out of here. Too busy talking. We need Zul'Goth for this. Let's burn up these trees. DJ says there's also an achievement for crafting a Goblin Palanza. I'm working on Tier 3 for the Reborn event. That's one, yeah. I need to do more with achievements, I think. Even though that's not my thing, that doesn't float my boat. I know a lot of y'all out there like it, though, so I should probably do more with achievements on the channel. Anthony says, could you tell me the Sycorax Mistralis team, please? I go, Mountain Crusher, Sycorax, Mistralis, and then you can put whatever you want at the end, but I put Megavore for that Death Below. If you don't have Megavore, you can put something else there. So, Tourmaline is okay. I don't like Tourmaline, but he's not terrible at the bottom of that team. You could put like the Possessed King or anything you want, basically, down there. And if you want to make it all brown, you'll have to choose like a brown mythic or something, or legendary or whatever. But that's the main. That's why it's really fun and cool, because, you know, Mountain Crusher, Sycorax, Mistralis, and then whatever you want. Whatever you want. Your favorite troop at the bottom. My favorite is Megavore because it does instant kills on 4 or 5 gym match, and I'm doing a lot of 4 or 5 gym matches with Sycorax. So I get instant kills every once in a while, and those are fun. You could throw Tourmaline down there just because he's new, and you'll get Gargoyle gems on the board for 4 or 5 gym match, and then you can like cast your Mountain Crusher and blow them up. You can do Possessed King, so every time you do Sycorax, you get a big explosion. You could do freaking Queen Aurora if you want. You can do anything down there at the bottom. I recommend, if you want to make it your brown Guild Wars, though, it's got to be a brown troop, but That's one of them anyway. You could probably do an even better Psycho Missy team than that. It's just my Brown Guild Wars team, so if I was going to do a literal Psycho Missy, I'd probably put Sycorax at the top of the team. Maybe my Blue Guild Wars team, but it's not really Psycho Missy. I'd probably do like a real Sycorax, like the best Sycorax team ever. Would probably be something like Sycorax, Mistralis, Jar of Eyes, Megavore. If you don't have like Megavore, throw whatever you want on the bottom. That might be like the best Psycho Missy. The one I use right now, though, is my Brown Guild Wars team, so... But I do use it here and there in, like, other things. Because it can do super difficult content, because it loops so good. You get a lot of HP. You get, like, free damage from Mistralis. You get instant kills with Megavore. So you can do, like, super high-end content with it, too, if you got access to all that stuff. And you also have a summon with the Jar of Eyes. So if Sycorax happens to go down, even though he's looping and gaining HP and stuff, like maybe Zul'Goth instant kills him or something, you can then cast the Jar of Eyes and like summon something in. Then you got like a Blue Storm. Your Mistralis is still there. Your Megavore's still there. Like you're gonna be fine. That team's pretty awesome. It's one of my new favorites. Like Flaming Oni, that team. And then the Psycho Missy are like my two new teams that I like. And they're not like new. Flaming Oni came in like a year ago or something crazy by now. And Sycorax and Mistralis have been in the game even longer than that. It's not like they're new teams. They're just new to me. And like me playing with them and liking them and stuff. That's the new part. The Flaming Oni one's a little bit newer, but... It's the undefeated autoplay team, Flaming Oni. A little, I think it's Fundingus, and then King Gobtruffle, and then Gobsticker, and then Flaming Oni. That's the undefeated autoplay difficulty 12 team, Flaming Oni. You just got so many extra turns and so many summons, you just can't lose against the AI on autoplay. It's like, I've never lost with that team ever on autoplay. But those are my two like favorite teams right now, I guess. New teams. Psycho Missy and Flaming Oni, autoplay, undefeated. Because I do, like, there was a while there where I was stuck on, like, the meta, like, using the same freaking teams over and over and over. Until, like, Flaming Oni and Psycho Missy, I was, like, Guardians and Rowan and Phoenicia and Zul'Goth, and that was it. So I'm kind of happy to have a couple new teams that I use. Throw them in the mix, so I'm not just doing the same old thing every single time, all the time. Because that can get boring, like, just using Rowan all the time, or Zul'Goth all the time, or... Phoenicia all the time. It's like the way to get through the game and like get stuff done and like go play another game, but it can also get a little bit boring to use the same teams, I know. But you know what meta pretty much means boring. I know that's not what it means. It means like the best possible, but it could also mean boring a little bit because you're going to use the meta over and over and over. And get bored of it. Just get these skulls. There's been other teams too that have come in that I know about that I just don't like the Centuragon Zul'Goth thing or Wild King or whatever. I just don't like them that much, but they're good teams too. Sir Michael. But yeah, that was it, Anthony. I went on a long rant after that, but that was the team. One of the two. So either Mountain Crusher, Sycorax, Mistralis, Megavore, or Sycorax, Mistralis, Jar of Eyes, Megavore. That's what I would say. One of those two. It's nice having Sycorax in first slot so he can loop into himself. If you do the Mountain Crusher thing, you cast it once, and then you get it back up and you don't cast it. That way you can... Sycorax can have all his loopy mana and it doesn't like go into the Mountain Crusher. And if you happen to want to use Tourmaline, it's kind of annoying because then you have to cast the Mountain Crusher at some point when it's not even really beneficial to stop looping and stop casting Mistralis to like stop and cast the Mountain Crusher to blow up the Gargoyle gems. So it's kind of another thing I don't like about Tourmaline. That's why he's like super average to me. But so I prefer Megavore. That way something's happening and I don't have to like stop and do it. Something that happens on 4 or 5 gym matches. That's kind of what you want in that bottom slot if you want it to be the perfect Psycho Missy. That fourth member needs to do something on 4 or 5 gym match that's beneficial to your team, like an instant kill or an explosion. Cause I tried it with Tourmaline for like a week straight just to like, because he's new. And it just sucks. You have to stop and like cast the Mountain Crusher just to get something out of it to blow up those Gargoyle gems. You have to stop your loop, which is like a no-no. But sometimes, you know, you get out of your loop, you don't have Mistralis up, and it's the only thing to do. So when that happens, it's okay, but otherwise it's like, don't stop your loop and your free damage to go blow up some Gargoyle gems. That's not advised. So Megavore is the one I would recommend. Mr. Taz says, this week was my slow week. Me too, kinda. Degen says, luckily my dad's guild doesn't do Guild Wars, so that frees up. There's also your old new account playthrough. Yeah, I've done 3 of them. So I got my main account here. I'm like level 1400 or something. 1418. That's totally free to play. No Death Knight armor. So if I had Death Knight armor, I'd probably be like level 1600 or something. So don't judge my level. You got to kind of give me some credit for not using Death Knight armor and being totally free to play. You might as well look at that as like a 1600 there. Then I have the other new account, the first new account playthrough that I did a year ago that got to level 550. And then I have the one I just started like a month or 2 ago because of the world quest and stuff. People were asking all these questions because they added in all this new stuff at the front of the game. So I had to do another new account playthrough just recently because of all of that. And I like to help beginners, I really do. I think I would be a kindergarten teacher if I was ever a teacher. You know, kindergarten teachers, they still know, like... they should still know everything like a high school teacher knows, but they like to teach the beginning. The fundamentals. Maybe like a first grader. First grade. Gems of War. But I'm capable of teaching endgame as well, and I am endgame. Whatever that is. Can do whatever. Do it all. Let's get rid of this. Let's just cast this. There we go. Now we're not webbed. Sometimes this team goes super duper fast, and sometimes it just goes fast. That's cool though, Degen. You don't have to worry about Guild Wars. That's almost like a relief. Stephen Kelly says, I lost my account, got hacked, so I'm going to have to restart all over again. Then that's perfect. I would go watch my new account playthrough. And then if you run out of that, go watch the old new account playthrough, because they're both relevant. The first one's from just a year ago, and the second one's from like 2 or 3 months ago. And it's still going on right now. I'm still doing the second one. We just got our first mythic. We got the Wild Queen at level 40. So if you want a mythic at level 40, go watch that video. If you want both 500 gem armors by level 40, go watch that playthrough. I can help you out. Just do what I do. Do what I say, not what I do. And they're also totally free to play as well, so Both new account playthroughs are... I didn't spend any money on those either. I just think that's the way to go as a content creator, so people have no doubt that they can also do what I'm doing. There's no little doubt in the back of your mind, like, he spent thousands of dollars on this game, though. There's definitely people that do that. You gotta take their advice with a grain of salt, because they've spent thousands of dollars on the game. I would have that. I would, you know, I feel like that. If I'm watching somebody, and I know they've spent thousands on the game, I would have that little doubt in my back of my mind, like, can I really do this? I mean, I've only spent like $50, and they've spent like thousands. Or I've only spent like nothing, totally free to play, and they've spent thousands. Can I really do what they're doing here? I don't. You gotta at least have a little bit of doubt. You can't. You probably can, but like Zenith right now, I can't get Zenith. It's impossible because I'm free to play. That's an current example. DJ says there's some grindy achievement. Same as reaching level 10,000. I bet. A lot of achievements are just grindy stuff. Sir Michael says a little bit late to the party. Hey, it's alright, man. You still showed up. You clocked in. You did your time card. You're here. That's all that matters. Some people aren't here. You're here, you know? So, shout out to you. Don't matter how late you get here, as long as you're here. Appreciate it. It's Sunday, so everybody gets a break. Yeah, you got church. You got, you know, you probably partied last night or something. So Sunday I always understand for sure. I almost want to switch into like Saturday or something because of that. It's supposed to be the day of rest. You can't be on YouTube watching somebody play a game. It's the day of rest. I understand. DJ says level 1000. I could tweet you the grindy achievements if you want. Yeah, for sure. You could also join my Discord and just send me a private message. It's Sinnycool. It's this right here. Sebastian says I put Psycho, Mega, Missy team as Elementalist for Red Pet Rescue for Counter the Infernal King Reborn. That's a good idea. Anthony says Queen Bee seems like she would be useful then. Oh yeah. On my blue team I use her for Guild Wars. Definitely. That's my Guild Wars team. I don't do like the... I don't do the Sycorax, Mistralis, Jar of Eyes, Megavore for Blue Day. I do Queen Beatrix on that one for the cleanse. I was just saying, like, if you want the perfect Sycorax team for other things. I do have a video with all my Guild Wars teams on it. I'm in second place in bracket 2 in my guild. So that shows you how, you know, they could do, possibly. I'll try to link it at the, I'll link my Guild Wars team video, probably on the weekly preview or the World Event scoring video or something like that. In case you haven't seen it yet. It's been out for a while, though. You probably have. I knew that wasn't going to get that. Dang it. Still did it anyway. There might have been an extra turn there, dummy. Sebastian says Sycorax made Web Spinner useless. His immune on everything. Missed Wraith, super off-topic. On P99, what trio would you advise if I wanted to play Necro? Hey, I don't mind Missed Wraith. I love P99. Necro. You know, Necro is mostly a solo class, but just to answer your question, you know, you got the we did this awesome trio. No, it was 4 of us, but we were killing the Scythrax in Field of Bone. And it was me, so Shaman, Monk, Bard, Necro. And we were going... It was crazy, dude. There was just bodies everywhere. the Necro was playing his role, man. He was feeding me mana. He was helping heal. If you think of a Necro, you think of like a solo character that has a pet that like fear kites or root rots and has feigned death and stuff. Mostly a solo. But if you do the right thing in the group, you can be really useful. It's not the most exciting thing ever. You're like feeding the healer mana. You're like helping heal. You're like maybe charming undead or mezzing undead, or you know, you got your pet out there doing damage. And so being in a trio as a Necro, you might take the healer / twitcher role, but you could also group up with like a rogue. I think a rogue would be amazing because you could fear kite and the rogue could backstab while it's running away, feared. I would say a rogue. So to make a trio with a necromancer, so be Necro, Rogue, and I don't know, man. Necro, Rogue, because you could be the healer, or you could get a healer. But if you're gonna fear kite, it depends what you're doing. So sometimes you're gonna not be able to fear kite. If you got a Rogue already, so you can fear kite and do that stuff. Maybe like a shaman, just for some healing. Your shaman would have a pet. Your shaman could quickness and slow and stuff. In case you can't fear kite, at least you have something there. Could heal your pet or heal the rogue, or I don't know, man. That's a good question. I would say Necro, Rogue, Shaman. That'd be pretty fun. And just fear kite as much as you can and have that rogue backstabbing. And then when you go to a dungeon or something, you're gonna have to switch roles to like a, you know, twitch the shaman and like help heal the rogue and the pets and stuff, and you have to switch roles there. You have to be versatile. Also, like when you're fear kiting, the shaman could throw dots, and so then you would have like twice as many dots on the thing, and they would die twice as fast. It would be getting backstabbed by the rogue, and then have 2 sets of dots on it. Dude, everything would die so fast. That's what I would say. That would be my answer. With the caveat that most of the time Necro is going to be a solo, not a grouper, but they can be pretty good in groups. As long as you know your role. You're not just like doing your own thing there. You gotta twitch and heal and make sure you keep your pet under control, and mez and charm or something when you can. It's a whole different play style in a group. That's why I never like grouped up with my Necro. Solo, dolo, or duo. But thanks for joining us, Mr. Wraith. I appreciate it. I've been putting out way more P99 content recently. I got another one recorded, and we're going to record tonight as well. So there should be another 2 videos in the next 7 days or so. Dejan says, think I'm on level 1200 or around that, maybe just under. DJ Ruin says, level 1000, not 10k. Mr. Wraith says, dragged my dad and my bro onto P99, looking at combos, many thanks. Yeah, that'd be my first thought. I would maybe change my mind if I thought about it longer and I wasn't playing a different game and stuff and on live stream, but just off top of head while live streaming, while playing Gems of War, I would say like Rogue and Shaman. Maybe even Druid, but I like the idea of like you got 2 pets, you got 2 sets of dots, you got a healer if you need it, and then you got the Rogue backstabbing the feared and snared mob. The Rogue would have a lot of fun in that group. So whoever's the person that you're not sure if they're going to keep playing or whatever, make them the Rogue. That way they can have a lot of fun backstabbing stuff. You can't use that Discord handle. What are you talking about? It always works. I don't know. That's what it is. Maybe you need to put a space in there, or maybe, I don't know. Pretty sure that's what it was. so, as far as the live stream today, I'll probably finish... I might finish this off and then be done. So if you have any questions, statements, got anything you want to ask, now's the time. So as soon as I finish up this set right here, I'm probably done for the day as far as the live stream goes. Later today, I might put out an Elden Ring, which I know most of y'all don't give a crap about that, but just to let you know. And then at reset tomorrow, of course, we have the world event scoring. Weekly preview as soon as possible. Also, on Monday. Sometimes that means 6:30 a.m., sometimes that means 8 a.m., sometimes that means 10 a.m. It's whenever. Does my alarm go off? Does my body wake up? Do I sit there for 2 hours drooling? You know? Sometimes I set my alarm and it just doesn't go off, so that could happen. It's happened before, multiple times. Sometimes I wake up at 5 a.m. and I sit there and drool for 2 hours, and then all of a sudden it's 7:30 and I'm like, what the heck? I did that today. I got up at like 6:30 and then all of a sudden it was like freaking 7:30 and I'm just still sitting there. I don't know why I do that. What's the point of waking up early if you're just gonna sit there? Nah, that's a friend. So I'll invite you to the server after the server's the Sinnycool Centers. So you just send me a friend request, I'll invite you, and then I can send a server invite to my friends list. I'm not the best Discord man ever. I may be doing things wrong, but that's the way I do it. You send me a friend request, I accept, and then I send out server invites to my friend list. That's probably not the way you're supposed to do it, but that's the way I do it. My server's not like super awesome and stuff. It's just a server. It's like another place to get notified with people like talking to each other about mostly Gems of War. Sometimes I complain and bitch, so you gotta look out for that. Sometimes I use it as my place to like bitch about stuff. So if you don't like hearing it, I'm sorry. Try not to do it as much, but sometimes it turns into me just making a bunch of complaints. Oh, there we go. I knew this would happen, though. I kind of got a new, instead of, like, quitting YouTube, I'm, like, ready to make sure other people don't win YouTube. Like, I've got my second wind. Let's see. We need 8 more battles here. Let's get it done, because I got to do this today. It's the last day. Once this is done, though, I'm done with the live stream for today. But I appreciate y'all joining me. Let's get the brown. Sorry for the title, but I explained it. We got a Pinocchio troop coming in. That's the first reason. Second reason, if you can't beat them, join them. There's lots of liars out there in the Gems of War content creating community. And I will do one at 10K. And we get about 100 a month, so that's going to be like 3 years. But I'll do one. If I'm still doing this 3 years from now. Bang. Anthony, you suck at Discord? I suck at Discord too. Mr. Taz says it is a friend, it is his ID, and then he invites you to the server. Okay, cool, I'll get you, man. What up, Lord Augustin? What up, May Choo Choo WR? May Cho Cower. Is that supposed to... DJ says, I sent. Mr. Taz says, and you can get extra help from him on Discord if he isn't streaming. Goes and makes a bunch of fake accounts to get him to 10K. Hey, do it. I don't care how we get there, you know. That's probably the whole problem right now. Is like, I don't care how we got to certain, you know, we get to 5K, we get to 6K, but I really don't. I don't care. If you want to make 3,000 accounts and get me to 10K just to see my lovely face, then do it. I will keep my word. I'll definitely do it. I think my laptop has one. Like, I could probably do it right now if I really had to. Pretty sure my laptop has a camera built in. I'm planning on buying one for this. But I just know I have like 3 years, so I'm not like buying it tomorrow. Maybe in a year or two when we get closer. You know what I mean? But if I like literally had to right now, somebody went out and got 3,000 subscribers for me, I could do it. So it's not like it's definitely something I will do when it's time. Yeah, for sure. And if you're on the Discord, you can always send me a PM and I'll help you through anything. Like I always say, there's no stupid questions. I think stupid questions are freaking awesome. Because those are the questions I didn't know people even had questions. I keep saying this because I love it. Like, I like when people ask those questions that I never thought was a question. It makes me think about the game differently, and it helps other people that are afraid to ask, and I love it. It's so interesting to get into other people's heads and like what they don't understand, and they ask like, why is that what's up with the butterflies in the background there? You know, it's just a picture for the kingdom or something. It has nothing to do with anything. But you know, I wouldn't care. I would take a question like that. It might lead to something else that people don't know, and they might learn something. Never know they needed to learn it. There's no stupid questions. If you see something on the screen right now and you don't know what it is, ask me. I'll tell you. And nobody will. This is not the place where somebody's going to make fun of you. These people over here in this community are so nice, and they're so smart, and they're pretty loyal, most of them, that this is a safe place for you if you have any kind of question, or if you need a guild. Like, you may get a certain impression of me, but don't let that affect your impression of the chat and the centers and stuff. They're super nice and they're super smart, and if I can't answer something, they can answer it. If I can't give you a guild, they can give you a guild. If you just need somebody to tell you good job, we do that too. If it's your birthday, we'll sing happy birthday. We try to look tough, but we're really big softies. Big, smart softies that would just want to help. Mr. Taz, sheesh, will I ever get this invasion done? Is your guild not helping you? We're not done either, though, so I can't say anything. I've done my part. I used all my sigils. I bought up to the weapon. I think that's perfectly, like, fine for everybody in the guild. You buy up to the weapon, and then you use up all your sigils. That should be enough. If everybody in the guild does that, we'll get done. Usually we're done by now. I don't know what's going on with our raid, and it's not even I'm not even worried about it, because we're going to get it done, like we always do. But it is kind of curious that we aren't done already. It's really, you know, you just do the tower killer. If I said raid, I meant invasion. I always do that, by the way. It's just a flaw of mine. They're so similar, just like the Taco Bell thing from earlier. Raids and invasions, they're crazy different, right? They're like freaking exactly the same. Instead of a tower, there's one Zul'Goth. That's the only difference. Oh yeah, I'm dumb. Mr. Taz is in my guild. I wasn't put a name to comment. In that, that's funny. Yeah, normally we're done by now, man. It's not a big deal. We're gonna get it done for sure. Not even a problem or an issue. It's just a observation. We usually get stuff done early. Getting it done today's not early. But yeah, I would, if I was you, Mr. Taz, I'd just buy up to the weapon and use all your sigils. Don't do anything more than that. That's perfectly fine. Get all those Raven towers so you get more of them too. Just use 3 of the tower killer and like the weapon that you got. You almost can't go wrong. It's one of the easiest events ever, as far as like picking your team and getting it done, like doing your thing, your part. It's one of the easiest events for that. 3 of the troop they give you and the weapon that they give you, you know? I don't think it gets much easier than that as far as like picking what your team is and like doing your part. Getting the whole thing done in all rewards isn't like... You need help from the guild, of course. You can't do it by yourself. Oh, let's see. Do Thrall, because he gets an extra turn when there's that much red. And then bang. I betcha it's a Centurion, Lord Augustin. Just guessing. That thing's been out for a while. I just prefer this one because it's faster a lot of the time. Centurion, you have to cast Zul'Goth and then cast Centurion. With the team that I got, you cast Zul'Goth, sometimes bang 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 they're all dead. With Centurion, you have to cast Zul'Goth and then you have to cast Centurion, and then you get your Zul'Goth back up, and then you cast Zul'Goth again. Sometimes with the one I'm using, you get up Zul'Goth, you cast it, bang bang bang, you're done. You don't have to cast Centurion and then cast Zul'Goth again. It's kind of like the Chris Hound thing. You can either do Willow, bang, bang, you win, or you can do Chris Hound. Bang, 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 you win. Which one sounds like faster? You can do Willow, brr, brr, you win, or you can do Chris Hound. Bang, 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 you win. Which one's faster? You can do Zul'Goth with Centurion. You can go, let's get up Zul'Goth. Bang, let's cast it. Let's cast Centurion now so we can get our Zul'Goth up again. Bang, let's cast it. Or you can do, you know, get up Thrall, cast it. Cast Zul'Goth. Bang, bang, bang. And that don't happen every single time, so that's why they're really similar and they're like exactly the same speed pretty much, and one's not faster than the other. But I'm just guessing that that's the Centurion team, because that's what everybody always suggests. It's not? Are you kidding me? Oh, nice. I'm just going off of usual people, like, it's always freaking Centurion or Chris Hound or... Hey, I might try it then. I can't do anything with the team code, though, because it's on my laptop. I can't bring it over to my PS4. Anthony says there needs to be more troops that boost gold, or at least one higher than Cedric. Yeah, for sure. I think other people have said that before. There should be a troop that gives like 500% souls and gold. Dude, what if there was a troop that gave both? They could even make it a troop you have to pay for it first. Make it like the Death Knight armor. That'd be cool. They should take Cedric. They should take Cedric and Ferris Ra. And like, you know... They F, and then you got this new troop that does both. It gives 100% gold and 100% souls. What movie is that from? You take this, and then they... Is that like Pineapple Express or something? I can't remember what movie that's from. If you can get what I'm trying to go for there. Try not to like say the big F. But yeah, that'd be sweet. Or just a troop that does like 500% extra gold or whatever, 300%, not that much. Like, we have 100% extra gold with Cedric. They should introduce a troop that does 150% gold. Why not? It's not that big of a deal. They got Ferris Ra who does 100% extra souls. Why not do a troop that has 150% extra souls? That's not crazy. Let's do it. Come on. What's up? There's so many things they could just minorly tweak in this game and it wouldn't break the game, and they just never do it. I don't know why. Take an old troop. Just take an old random troop. Just any old random troop, dude. Here we go. Abject of Despond, right? Just pick the first troop I saw. The devs could come in with this troop right here. And they could say, okay, destroy all gems of the most used enemy color, then eliminate 3 magic from all enemies. If Despond is on my team, eliminate 3 more magic. They could slightly tweak this. We never use this troop at all. So how about just say, destroy all gems of the 2 most enemy color, you know? Something like that. Eliminate 5 magic from all enemies. And then add, like, give it something else, like I don't know, Swift or something, 75% start. Or 50% start or something like that. We'll just say 50%. Take off the mana shield, give it a 50% start, have it destroy 2 colors of the most used enemy color, have it eliminate 5 magic from all enemies. Just slightly tweak it, man. Nobody uses this thing at all right now. So what would it hurt to, like, very slightly tweak it? You don't even have to do as much as I said. Just say, instead of eliminating 3 magic from all enemies, make it 5 magic. And then, instead of a cursed, make it a 50% start or something. Or whatever. Some other trait that's better than these. Would that destroy the whole game? People probably still wouldn't use Abject of Despond, because who cares about 5 magic, and who cares about a 50% start on a troop that has not a great spell? But you just made this troop slightly better, and now you can go from there. Okay, we tweaked it. It didn't destroy this game. We'll tweak it a little bit more. We'll make it a little bit more useful. We'll give it a Despond summon or something so that Despond is on the team sometimes, or who knows? Why can't they just go in and, like, tweak here and there instead of just always doing the Taco Bell thing with bugs on it? This game is Taco Bell with bugs. And it could be a more of like a, let's tweak some things. But they never want to do it. Like I said earlier, they need to, like, have a talk with their dev team or something. At least. Mr. Taz says, okay, you're using Mountain Crusher with 2 King Mikhail and Urskula. That's perfect, man. That's what I used for the early going, and then I switched into the Tower Killer. Early going, I used the Mountain Crusher with the 2 King Mikhail and Urskula because it was like one-shotting everything or two-shotting everything. And then, like, eventually I had to cast the Urskula. But once you get to 4 towers, you almost want to switch into the Tower Killer, Mr. Taz. Go with that 3 Tower Killer. The raid video from Friday was like, do this team and then do this team. It wasn't like, pick this or that. It was like, do this and then that. Most of the time I know I do like this or that, but the Friday video was more like, do this and then do that. Because once you get to 4 towers, you might as well use the Tower Killer. You might as well use multiples of it. It's crazy damage to a tower. The skulls are crazy damage to the tower. The weapon is perfect for those troops. Like, I would switch into that other team if I was you. But I think the King Mikhails would still be fine. Like, you're probably still fine with that too. So, either way. Lord Augustin. DJ says, I went through a RP phase with this game. Like, you're... Yeah, I feel you, DJ. I think some people do that. They do that. Not everybody's like meta. Some people are like, I love dragons, so I'm going to use dragons. Like, you know what I mean? Some people are like, I got this mythic Tourmaline, so I'm going to make a freaking Tourmaline team, and I'm going to use it for the next month. Even though it's not advised and not meta and stuff. Like, who cares sometimes? You don't always have to do meta. You don't always have to use the best teams. You don't even have to do what the game's telling you to do. You can do whatever you want. It's a freaking game. Go, you know, I love dragons, so I'm always using dragons, and I'm always Dragon Guard class, because I'm a dragon. You know, who cares? I'm an elf. I'm freaking Legolas, so I'm going to use Arachnean Weaver, and I'm going to be an elf, and I'm always going to use the elf banner, and I'm always going to be from this kingdom, and I'm going to talk like an elf. I'm going to talk like a pirate. I'm going to go for booty. I'm going to be Corsair. I'm only going to use this. I'm only going to use rogues. You know? There's probably people out there that do that. Hey, more power to them. They're having fun doing their thing. The only thing I don't like is treasure hunt for fun. Because you could play a different game for fun, and you would get the same amount of Gems of War stuff. You know? You could go play... what's the new game right now? Go play Mortuary's Assistant or something, and you'd get the same thing you would get if you're playing Treasure Hunt for Gems of War. Go play a different game. If you want to play Treasure Hunt, don't, and go play a different game. How about that? That's what I would say. Glorfindel, my guy, how's it going? Just passing through. Watch it from the start this evening. Hope everyone is well. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. With the 5. And it's the 5 from the UK, so it's probably more than 5. Appreciate it, man. You're exactly where you're supposed to be, too. You're the shite shoveler. We got the conductor, we got the co-pilot, we got the bodyguard, and you're right there where you're supposed to be, so appreciate that, man. Shout out to Glorfindel. You've been, like, moving and stuff, right? Are you the one that's been moving? I talk to a lot of people, bro, so sometimes I get people mixed up, but I think a couple of y'all are moving right now or something. You had something going on, I know for sure. That's my guess. You're moving. Anyway, I think I'm going to get out of here, though. Appreciate it, man. We got, just a reminder, we got probably Elden Ring later today. If you want to see Sinnycool in his pure form, where he's not, like, mad at Gems of War or mad at YouTube or mad at, you know, if you want to see me in my purest form, watch those Elden Ring videos, because there's none of that. There's no, like, politics with YouTube Gems of War crap. There's no snide little comments. There's no, like, shade. If you want to see me in my purest form being myself, go watch those Elden Ring videos, because none of that creeps in there most of the time. Maybe, like, every once in a while, but 99% of the time you're going to get just pure Sinnycool and without all that crap, all the politics and shade. So I'm just letting you know. If you want to see the pureness, go watch the Elden Rings, which I got one almost ready. I'm going to put it out probably around dinner time today. Then the world event scoring at reset. And then the weekly preview as early as I can get up. As long as my alarm goes off. As long as I don't sit there drooling for 2 hours. You're in the house move from hell? Oh, no. I hope it gets better, bro. What's a common W? DJ Ruin says, what would be a cool dragon team? Yeah, now's the time if anybody has any questions. Chad says, if you haven't yet, please slap that like button on the way out. Definitely appreciate it. Finger the thumb, go down low. 28 watching, 33 likes. Doesn't get much better than that. But if, hey, maybe those people left, and you're here and you haven't hit the like yet, get up off the throne, take off your sexy robe and hit like. What would be a cool dragon team? I don't know, man. Let's go try one. Since you asked. All you gotta do is ask. All you do... I almost sang a song, but I forgot the words. All you need is love. Is that a song? All you need is love. Love. All you need is love. Where's DC United when you need them? Let's see here. All you need is DC United. Let's look at dragons. Let's make a freaking cool dragon team because we like dragons. Let's be that guy right now. Dragons are freaking awesome, bro. I'm gonna use dragons all the time because I love dragons. I would start with Ishtara, honestly. So, do you have Ishtara? I guess if we're just gonna make the coolest dragon team ever, we're gonna just have to use it. It's a dragon god. If you're gonna make a dragon team, you gotta have the dragon god on it, don't you? So we're gonna deal damage to all enemies, create 9 yellow gems boosted by blessed allies. So now we either need to bless, or which we're going to have a 50% chance to bless a random ally when my turn begins, and we got holy armor. We're going to try to loop. So we're going to need yellow gems or blessings. Well, you could gain blessed there. It's got golden armor. We got blue and purple and yellow. It's got 2 of the same colors, though. Explode a bunch of gems. It's got green, but it's also got red and yellow. Borealis is a fun dragon team. You could use it to do the triple skull damage versus frozen enemies thing. Could probably use that as our tank. Try to do a little bit of both. That might be fun. What else could we do? We could do the 50% start for dragons. Then we could do... make ourselves Dragon Guard. I almost want like a yellow storm, though. Weapon. Let's go look at Dragon's Claw. And make an all-dragon team for roleplay purposes. Could do this thing. Put him up there, put him there, put her down here. Go like that. And then our banner... Let's use the dragon banner. No, I'm just kidding. We're not going to go that far. Definitely need yellow. We got... covering like all the colors. That's awesome. So we'll just look at the yellow banners. Double yellow brown. Minus purple. We got yellow, blue, red, purple, green, and brown. We have every single color. So we probably want to minus green or brown. But I also want to, like, if I'm going to minus green or brown, I want to plus the other color. Let's see if we have, like, one of these. Okay. Let's see if we have one of these. There we go. Guardian banner, maybe? Let's see what happens. This is just my off the top. We got Borealis, who can deal triple skull damage versus frozen enemies. It's got ice armor. We'll have to cast it, then we can do the triple skull damage. We got Ishtara. It's going to make a bunch of yellow, do damage to all enemies. 50% chance to bless. It's got holy armor in case our Borealis dies. It uses red and purple, so hopefully, you know, Borealis won't block it too bad. Got the Mace of Claws making red and purple. We use red and purple with our Ishtara, who's hopefully going to loop. And it does damage based on dragon allies. We're all dragon. And it's using green and brown, which none of the other dragons use. We got our 50% start and a light storm at the start of battle. So that's even better there. Get a light storm at the start of battle. Let's go see what happens. It's this dragon team. Where am I even fighting? PvP? Oh, you don't have these troops? Dang. Let's see here. Big old red. And then I would probably just keep doing this if I can. But if not, we can now do this. Now they're kind of frozen. Let's go ahead and cast this. Alright. Got a blue extra turn, but we were frozen. What a dummy. Kill that guy. We need... Let's do this. Then this. The Borealis is kind of blocking our Ishtara from looping. But it's okay. It's just first thought. A fun dragon team. You might want to do, if you're going to try to loop with Ishtara, you might want it in first slot, or put the Mesa Claws in first slot, that way it's not blocking. But then you can't do the Borealis thing, you kind of need to choose one or the other. I guess you can't do Borealis and Ishtara. You got to either go all in on Borealis, or go all in on Ishtara. That's a lot of this game. That's a lot of how this game works. If you want to do something, you kind of have to go all in. You can't do two things at once. Well, we're still going to win. It just wasn't super crazy. The Beatles. Oh, okay. Mr. Taz says, okay, all have a good day. See you next time. All right, man. We'll see you, bro. Lord Augustin says, World Breaker, half mana troop, and Divina. There you go. Has to be something not so rare. You don't have any of them? Okay. Yeah, it's going to be hard then if you don't have any of the cool dragons to make a dragon team. There's not like a lot of cool, like low-level dragons. I think we just froze everybody, so that's the end of the live stream. Hey, it's not my choice. It's the game. So you can't blame me for cutting the live stream, because the game just froze. That's from doing Legends Reborn, everybody. That's my second freeze, and it is a thing. So if you took my advice early on and you waited, then you only had to freeze for this last day or two, like me. If you started and you couldn't wait and you helicoptered and you went and did the Legends Reborn event, you've probably been freezing for a week straight. So, just take advice, man. Take old Sinnycool's advice sometimes. You can wait to do the Legends Reborn event and get that one pet. You can get the other two. You can get the gems. You can get the gem pet. You can get the one with the green herbs or whatever they're called. You can get both of those fully ascended. And it has nothing to do with the freezing. The freezing is from doing the Legends Reborn quest event for that stupid pet that I'm trying to get right now. Second time I froze. If this had happened earlier in the live stream, it would have been way worse. But, yeah. We're done anyway, so it's fine. But sometimes I just have your best interests at heart when I tell you to do something. I'm not trying to be a jerk or anything, you know what I mean? Perfect example right here. Your dragons made me freeze. Glorf said if you have done the faction at Emperor Nazara, the kobolds are cool, can get extra turns and stuff. DJ Ruin says Matron Dragatoni, Dime Traxia, Celastasia, and Sabalis. Anthony says I'm not even wasting the gems on the pet. Yeah, it depends where you're at in the game, man. Like my new account's definitely not. Where I'm at right now, I'm doing it because pets are pretty rare and stuff, so... And they cost less through the Legends Reborn event. The gem cost of that pet is less than if you were, like, going to get it later through baskets or something. It costs way less. It's like half price right now, so think of it that way. But I understand. If you're not going to buy the one with gems, I get it. And I'm not going to do it on, like, my new account and stuff. But if you're further along in the game... pets are pretty rare, and it's like half price. Because later on, when it's part of the rotation and part of pet gnomes and part of that, and baskets and stuff, it's going to cost like twice as much to fully ascend it. So just keep that in mind. Today's your last day to go buy it if you want to change your mind at the last second. It's pretty much half price right now because of the event, the gem cost. Because if you go with baskets and you go with like pet gnomes and stuff for that pet, you're gonna have to buy like so many baskets. It's gonna cost you like 2,500 or something. And I think you can get it for like 1,000 something right now through the Legends Reborn thing. So I went ahead and bought it because I had the gems and I need pets. DJ says I need a mythic pet for an achievement. You can get it right now through that Legends Reborn event, man. Just do the quest and you got it. There's your achievement right there. Bang. Or just go get the green herbs and get that one. That would be even easier. All you got to do is go to Forest of Thorns, explore 1 with Rowan. You don't even need, like, I know the quest is kind of hard towards the end, and you probably don't have Zul'Goth and stuff, but that's not, you can just do the green herbs in Forest of Thorns with your Rowan team, or any team. You could do 4 peasants in Forest of Thorns and still get that pet fully ascended and get the achievement. That's the easiest pet to get fully ascended right now, and it's right now. You got to do it today, though. If you want that achievement that bad, go get those 300 green herbs or whatever, and collect that pet and fully ascend it, and now you got it. Anthony says it's like 1350 gems. Do you really need so many forest pets? I mean, if you don't need it, don't. Yeah. If you don't need it, don't get it. Yeah. Save up your gems. I get it. That's usually what I would say. It's just like if I can go ahead and get a pet for half price, it's just that's where I'm at in the game, and I'm down with that, and I'll take it. Because I know later on I'm going to be buying baskets and crap, and I'm going to end up spending double that, so I'm going to go ahead and grab it now. You'll be there one day too, and you'll be like, man, where's this pet? And it'll pop up, and you'll be like, finally, and you'll buy the baskets, and you'll spend like 2,500 or 3,000 gems, and you'll be like, man, I wish I bought it when it was only 1,350. Anthony says, ironic, because the only kingdom I have 0 mythics for is Forest of Thorns. Oh, man. You just caved and bought it? Alright. I'm not normally about the pets, but if it's at half price, you might as well. It's like you normally don't like BMWs, you like whatever else, but the BMW is at half price, so you might as well. What's the best way to get the forest herbs? Go to Forest of Thorns and do difficulty 1 explore with your fastest team, most likely Rowan. So do your Black Manacles, Rowan, Mirage Queen, Leprechaun team or something like that. There's many iterations of that Rowan team. If you don't have the Mirage Queen, you should probably go get it. But you could do something like Golden Cog, Rowan, Leprechaun. Golden Cog is a low-level red-yellow mastery weapon. You just cast it on your Rowan and then bang. Or you just cast Rowan because your Leprechaun, yeah. Usually on Explore 1, as long as you have a couple guard medals, you can just wipe it in one shot with Rowan no matter what you're doing. You don't need to boost it up or anything. So like Mountain Crusher, Rowan, Leprechaun, and you just cast the Rowan and win. Forest of Thorns has the most green enemies, so you're collecting green herbs from green enemies. Forest of Thorns is the pure green trait stone that usually, though, the pure one has the most of that color. So Forest of Thorns is the pure green kingdom, so you're going to see the most green enemies, so you're going to get the most green herbs. So just do difficulty 1. Don't try to do 2 or 3 or 5 or 12. Do 1 if you need, especially if you need to get it done today. Don't be fooling around trying difficulty 4 or something weird. Just do 1. Blow through it. Kill as many green enemies as you can, as fast as you can with Rowan. And just get that pet fully ascended, and bang, you got your achievement. You can do it today, I promise. Alright, y'all, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you for joining me today. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. Helps a lot. Tell your guild about the channel. All that free stuff helps a lot, man. Some of it only takes like a second. Thanks for joining me today. Maka Felix, what up? Good to see you. Maka Felix, you get credit. You were here today. It's all good. It's all that counts, man. You got here. Maka Felix, Anthony, Lord Augustin, DJ Ruin, Glorfindel, the Dragon God Moderator, Mr. Tazmaster, the legendary badge owner center. Dang, you've been a member that long, Mr. Taz? That's crazy, dude. I remember when you became a member. I can't believe you're a legendary badge owner there. See how quickly it goes up? It's kind of fun. Trey is a Heart of Rage. That's the tippy top highest badge you can get, and he's a moderator. We got Mecho Chow Kawa blah blah. Sorry, Luigi. Wasn't sure if you were like throwing shade or you know, I don't know what you're doing there, but appreciate your presence. Hopefully it's all positive vibes. DJ Ruin, Chad, Mr. Taz, Anthony, Pixel Slapper, missed out. What up, Pixel Slapper? Lord Augustin, Anthony, Mr. Taz, DJ Ruin. I think maybe you're a bot there, Luigi. I'm not sure. I'm kind of on the fence about you, Luigi. Ask a Gems of War question real quick if you want me to think you're not a bot. Mist Wraith was here. Made that extra effort, even though they are a P99 subscriber. They came over to the Gems of War live stream. Appreciate that. That's extra effort right there. DJ Ruin, Degen, Sebastian, the freaking Reaper. That's one of the coolest badges. I think that's the second highest you can be. And it's probably the coolest looking. Sir Michael was here. You weren't that late, man. We still went a little bit longer. Degen, Mr. Taz, Anthony, DJ. Trey, Rain Man, the freaking Reaper, the Switcheroo Unicorn. Shout out to Rain Man. Degen. Anthony, Markio, Funky Town, the freaking Dragon God. That's another really cool badge. It's like right before Reaper, I think. I don't know. I think so. At the end there, it's like Dragon God, then Reaper, then Heart of Rage is the top. Anthony, Funky Town, Degen, JM Ricks, he's got that first badge there. It's got to start somewhere, bro. That's my old avatar from when I first started the channel, so it's special in my heart. Winnie was here, a Reaper. Winnie's a Reaper? Dude. Appreciate it, Winnie. Goody Two-Shoes is a legendary goblin. You're a freaking super goblin, Goody Two-Shoes. We got Rain Man, the Switcheroo. We got Trey with the $4. Shout out to that. Chad with the 5. Markio with the 2. Special shout out to those people on the train. Glorfindel with the 5. The Shite Shoveler. Special shout out to Glorfindel, Markio, the big bicep bodyguard with tattoos on his face. Chad, the co-pilot. If you need a friend, Chad is there for you. Trey Bobuff, he came in, he got the train started, he knocked the cobwebs off, he got the broom out, he did a little dance with the mop, and he was the conductor. Shout out to Trey. Rain Man, Markio, Goody Two-Shoes, Anya was here. Anya was here. Sebastian. L told me how to say your name right, Anya. I don't know where L has been. Sometimes she's like, checks out for... Hope she's doing okay. Big Bud was here. Top of the morning, Big Bud. Hiram Hawk. That's as far as I can go back, y'all. So, sorry if I missed anybody. Yo, Anthony. Thank you, bro. Welcome to Shout Out to My Set, man. I'll get you your shout out in a video upcoming. Get your own little special shout out on a video. Appreciate it, Anthony. Everybody needs to please pray for Anthony. He is now a sinner and one with the choir. So you need to pray. He hit the join button, the link in the description. It really helps a lot. He's keeping us from being floppy, y'all. It's even more special. Shout out to Anthony, man. You're keeping us like hard and stiff instead of floppy. We're so filthy because of Anthony. Yeah, appreciate it, bro. I see that. Thank you, Anthony. Appreciate it, man. You're on the train, too. You can be the rocket launcher on the top shooting down helicopters. You know how the military always comes in at the end in our zombie apocalypse? We're on a train. It's like Snowpiercer. It's a zombie apocalypse. We're trying to run away. It's like The Walking Dead on Telltale. And there's zombies everywhere, but the military comes in because they want to like eliminate everybody in a certain zone. And you're up there on the top of the train shooting down their helicopters because they're trying to kill us. It's, you know, survival of the fittest here. All right, bro. Thank you so much, Anthony. I'm going to see y'all later. Have a great day. You're the best. Thank you for joining me today. Peace out. Game froze, man. Don't helicopter the Legends Reborn, man. That's all I gave the advice earlier. And, some people took it, some people didn't. But now I'm freezing. But I wasn't freezing for like a week straight, and I'm happy with that. So, see y'all later. Have a good